I used to think that anxiety was the enemy. Then I found something terrifying in scripture. Well, not terrifying, but like, wait a minute. Yahweh and the enemy are both compared to a lion. This is what prompted me to draw this one-line drawing of this lion. And I started really thinking about it. The question is, which one was I listening to? I can wake up with these roars in my brain. It's like internal, the fear, doubt, anxiety. The voice that says that I'm falling behind, there's so much things that I have to do, so many responsibilities. The voice that says that I'm one bad day away from everything falling apart. And for years I thought that voice was telling me the truth. It's an internal struggle. I was having thoughts that Yeshua, Yahweh, didn't have about myself. I think we all tend to gravitate towards that. Well, I'll speak for myself. I don't think we can afford to have thoughts in our mind that the Father wouldn't have about us, Like I wouldn't have these thoughts about myself and bestow those thoughts upon my children. I uplift them. I tell them they're doing a good job. And that's what reminded me about Peter. Peter writes, "Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour like a lion." That's important because Peter doesn't say he is a lion. He says he's like one. He imitates power. He imitates authority. He imitates confidence. But the emotion and the reality are not the same thing. It's an imitation. Like all these thoughts in my brain is like to actually take away my power, take away my authority, take away my confidence. That's where I can get stuck when I hear that roar. The louder the fear gets, the more I start to believe it. The louder the anxiety gets, the more authority I give it. The louder the doubt gets, the more control it gains. But here's the problem. Just because something is loud doesn't mean it's right. Fear is loud. Truth is often quiet, Anxiety is loud. Faith is often quiet. Panic is loud. Peace is often quiet. I love waking up, reading the Word, having my prayer time. And somewhere along the way, I started confusing volume with authority. Those loud thoughts in my brain. The scripture speaks about this, the other lion. Not the lion that prowls, the lion that reigns. Revelation calls Yeshua the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Not a lion, the real one, the victorious one, the eternal one. The lion that doesn't imitate power, the lion who possesses it. And suddenly the story changed for me, The roaring thoughts of falling behind, bad thoughts, anxiety, all these things, because there is another lion. There are two lions. One roars to create fear. One speaks to create peace. That's powerful to me. One wants me afraid all the time. One wants me to be free. One prowls, the other one reigns. One threatens, and the other one triumphs. And that's a very different story. I started thinking about Daniel. That's my name, Daniel in the lion's den. But I think I missed the most important part. Daniel never forgot or fought that the lions were there. He didn't defeat them. He didn't overpower them. He trusted Yahweh. He trusted Yeshua. So just take a deep breath, trust in Yahweh, pray, have that peace, and just draw along with me right now. Bob Ross it. Paint your happy little trees. Get out of that emotional state that's getting you stuck. Trust in God. Morning came, Daniel said, "My God sent his angel and shut the mouth of the lions." Think about that for a moment. The lions were still there. The den was still there. The danger was still there. But the mouths were shut. The roar stopped. The battle isn't happening around me. It's happening inside of me. That's why I love Proverbs 28:1. The righteous are bold as a lion. Notice what it doesn't say. It doesn't say the righteous never feel fear. It doesn't say the righteous never struggle. It doesn't even say that the righteous never doubt. It says they are bold. Boldness isn't the absence of fear. Boldness is knowing which voice deserves your attention. That's the part that changed everything for me, like which one to listen to. I spent years trying to silence fear, trying to eliminate doubt, trying to remove anxiety, trying to become fearless. But Yahweh never called me to become fearless. He called me to become faithful, to trust in Him. That's the difference. The enemy wants your attention. The Lion of Judah wants your trust. The enemy wants you focused on the roar, the depression, anxiety. Yeshua wants you to focus on His victory. The victory is already finished. Revelations doesn't say that the Lion of Judah will triumph. It says he has triumphed. Past tense. Already done. Already won. Already completed. It's done. It's powerful. The fear you're listening to has already been defeated. The roar is often all he has. That kind of depression and all that, that's all the enemy has, is just constant tricking you and making you feel less. So if you wake up tomorrow and this is what you're hearing, and this is something that I go through, is hearing the fear, the doubt, the anxiety, the uncertainty, remember this. There are two lions in scripture. One prowls, one reigns. One imitates power, one possesses it. One creates fear, one creates freedom. And the lion who reigns is standing beside you. Not nervous, not worried, not uncertain, victorious. The only question is, which lion are you listening to? Because the roar is not the ending of the story. The lion is.
Don't forget to hit the bell icon. Check out our arties and our books. Enjoy. ICQ. Subscribe.